Hi, my name is Heather, my company is Nicole, and my product is poetry. I began writing poetry in 7th grade. It became something that I loved to do. It was a true passion of mine, one that I did without anyone asking me to or without any reason to. It was something that I did to express myself. It became a way for me to release my emotions and feelings and develop something beautiful. I like to think that I'm a pretty good author. In fact, I have a couple of people who have told me that before, especially English teachers and all of my AP professors. And so I thought, if people are telling me that it's good, it's possible that I could monetize this into a business. So I had originally done an idea kind of like this that used smaller quotes, things like don't give up or mind over matter or you can do it, inspirational things that people relate to. And I actually have a canvas above my bed that says, um, my heart with laughter fills and dances with the daffodils, which is a part of a poem, an excerpt of a poem by Walt Whitman. And I read that and I thought this would be something that I could do. And so I decided to put my poems on the same kind of general 8 by 10 cardstock idea that could be framed as pictured in nice frames and hung on wall as an affordable wall decor, alternative. Because of the past, experience, it was very positive. We had a lot of people who were interested. Our target market was mostly college students or people who couldn't afford to decorate their houses with traditional paintings or things. It was pretty successful. So I went first to social media to test my poems for approval. Within 2 months of posting my poems, I had over 1,500 followers. There was a lot of consistent growth every week and approximately 150 likes per picture of what I had. I had 2 requests of people who wanted to buy my poems, prints of them or something. And so I decided to start to kind of generalize what I was going to do by doing a sweepstakes giveaway. It required people to like my picture and comment on it and say what poem that they would want to have given to them. So I did this. There were 3 winners that I chose, and then I thought this was perfect. So I drafted up all of the poems and printed them off. Printing costs and packaging and postage are listed here for a total production cost of $5.92. And so this kind of shaped my method of selling towards about $7 for a poem on the printed cardstock and everything. And so that gave me a profit of about $1, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you take into consideration the fact of you only create a poem once, it's not a continual investment of your time and effort, although that is a product later on, but that initial poem can be sold in multiple iterations and compound your profitability, tenfold, if you get enough people who are interested in the same poem. So I thought this is great. This will be really advantageous for me to sell in bulk, have an inventory and be able to distribute them as soon as people place an order. It turns out that actually printing in bulk does not end up being as cost efficient as I thought until you hit about 500 units. And I didn't have a large enough market to justify that expenditure. So that was a road I couldn't go down. So then I thought, okay, well, can I make a success out of selling these poems on this cardstock? And I'd have a lot of interest. I had a lot of people who were willing, and I ended up actually getting 0 sales, not a single one. I was in the negative for all of the time and money I spent into actually sending them to the giveaway and all of these other things. The 2 requests that I had received previously decided to go back on their interest, and it'd been about a month, because I hadn't been prepared for what I was going to do yet. And I had lots of inquiries, lots of people saying that they liked my poetry, but nobody was purchasing them. And so this made me realize, well, did I choose the wrong market? And so I tried to kind of investigate all of my competition. And the debate is really between prints or books. So I can produce a print for the $5.92 production fee, or I can, print a book that would have anywhere from 25 to 50 poems for about $16. And so I decided, books really seemed the way to go. It seemed what a lot of other people had done and where people were able to make money. However, I had to do it myself. $16 is a really high fee per book if I don't have a publisher who's going to kind of front some of those fees for me. However, there was some good news, even though I had 0 sales. My followers continued to grow. I reached about 2,000 followers. I was approached by a small publisher company, and the exciting news about all of this is that people like it. People have asked me that they want to see them and they want to see it in a book form, and they want to purchase that because that's generally how people consume poetry. And so what I really like to do is to get an investor, and what you're investing in is me. You're investing in my ideas and my passion for writing, in my ability to connect with other people and express feelings and emotions in ways that people will identify with. Um, the money that would be invested in the company would go towards publishing or towards agent fees, towards finding a means to actually get the book to someone who could distribute it. And the investment on that money would come from royalties, a percentage associated with each book that is sold, or with interest from the initial investment that has been placed in the company and in me.